Hi, I'm Jane and this is Loopy Mabel Vintage Style. If you love a bit of shabby chic, a bit of vintage thrown in with some sewing and some crochet inspiration, then this is the perfect place for you. In today's video I am sharing with you my Betty blouse that I have just made. So thrilled with it, I wanted to share it with you, so that's what I'm going to be doing. If you want to go and grab a coffee, and I shall see you back here for some lovely sewing chatter. And before I go on to the Betty blouse, if I can just ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you like what I create and you haven't already subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that little notification bell, and then you'll never miss out on any videos that I bring out. So on to the Betty blouse. This is one of the patterns that I got in the hashtag pattern swap 19 on that was running on Instagram, and I swapped 4 patterns, and then I received luckily 4 patterns back from all over the world, 4 individual patterns, and this is one of them, the Betty blouse. I did mention it in my latest video log on the pattern swap. I've got 3 more to make, and this is the first one I've made. I was going to do this in the chambray polka dot fabric, but I changed my mind last minute because I'd already used that fabric in a previous the kimono top that I did a video on, and I'm sick of seeing it, to be honest. So I went for this gorgeous pretty flower cotton fabric, and I'm so glad I did. I absolutely love it. It's so vintage, old-fashioned looking. It's got like a taupey grey background. It's got a taupey grey background and these pretty little rosebud and green leaf sprigs all over, and it's such a pretty fabric. 100% cotton. Now the pattern, the Betty blouse, is by the Simply Sewing magazine, so I'm not sure whether you can still get this pattern. You may need to look on Google. It's simplysewingmag.com, but if you can get hold of it maybe on the internet, you might still be able to get it. I would highly recommend it. This is just my personal opinion, and I'm just reviewing this blouse, purely my opinion, but it's such a simple and easy blouse. 2 pattern pieces like it says on the back. It's quick and a simple project with a pin tuck detail and flutter sleeves and a flattering fit, and it is absolutely all those things. It's not technical at all. The only technical thing, if you can call it technical, is achieving the pin tucks nice and evenly, but if you take your time like I did, then it shouldn't be a problem with you. You just take your time, just do 1 pin tuck at a time, and then when you've done all 7, you just press them flat whichever direction you choose, and then all you have to do is sew the front to the back, hem the sleeve edging, and hem the bottom edging, and then the neck area you just add a bit of bias. Now I went for a really pretty pink bias that I had in my stock, as I always say, and I'll just show you this bias close up if we can get maybe a good angle. Really pretty. So I literally just used that bias, and I'll just see if I can show you. There we go. So I just chose that, really simple. And then on the back, as I always do, I just added a little patch of the bias tape on the back as my little signature piece that I like to add to all my handmade wardrobe, just something that's me. And how easy this blouse was. I'm definitely going to make some more. Now I've got the pattern traced out, I'm definitely going to make some more, and I'll wear this type of blouse as well, not only in the summer, but I'll wear it in the winter too, with a long sleeve t-shirt type of top. So I'll get use out of it throughout the year. I'm not a great one for showing my arms off in the summer because as I said in other previous videos, I absolutely hate my arms, but they're my arms, they're attached to my body, so what can I do? My arms, so I can't like cover them up forever. I don't know whether you noticed, but me and Mabel are looking slightly slimmer lately, because we have both, as you know, Mabel is me, she is my measurements, and I've had to twiddle with her knobs, shall we say, or at the weekend when I was doing this blouse, because we have lost 15.5 pounds in weight. I've been at Slimming World now since January, and I've lost 15.5 pounds. So yeah, so I was really pleased, and I had to adjust Mabel quite a bit actually. So she's been twiddled with and adjusted, and we're now a few inches slimmer. And it was great when I got the pattern, out to cut the pieces, to trace the pieces. I was really pleased that my measurements now, I'm down into the next size. I actually went down, and I did a size 16 in the UK. I'm not sure what size it is in the US. I'm not sure what size 16 is in the US, but I've done a 16 here in the UK. So I was really chuffed with that. It is quite a short blouse. It just comes to the waist. I'll just show you, if I can stand up and show you, if you can see. I will put some other pictures in of me in full view of the blouse. I can't quite see, but it just literally comes to the waist. But I'll put some pictures in of me wearing it in the garden, and then you can see the pin tucks. I'm really pleased, excuse the microphone, I'm really pleased with how those pin tucks came out. They're almost, not quite, but almost perfect. So I'm really pleased with that. My teacher from school, Mrs. Sheldrake, would be sucking on a lemon now, because she never liked me in our sewing classes. She hated everything I did and never said anything nice to me about anything I did in my sewing. So if she saw me making this now, she would be sucking on a lemon, I'm sure. So I'm definitely going to make some more. So as I said before, if you're new to dressmaking maybe, or you're coming back to dressmaking after a few years away like I have this last year, definitely recommend you try something like the Betty Blouse. If you can get hold of the Betty Blouse online, definitely try it. It's just super easy, and I just can't praise it enough. It's a plain enough blouse, plain enough. It's like a t-shirt sort of shape. So, but that pin tuck just adds that little something just to liven it up a bit, rather than just being a complete plain blouse. So yeah, so this is the Betty Blouse. So I just wanted to share with you what I've been up to at the weekend. I had an absolutely lovely day making this, and I can't wait to get on to my next project, which is the Sarah shirt. The Sarah shirt, and this is the one I'm going to do next, and this is the fabric, as I mentioned before. Hopefully I'll have that done in the next week or so. And one other thing I've been up to, which is not very exciting, but I'll share it with you anyway. I've got 2 bed sheets, and for some reason they both got holes in the bed sheet. We have a king size bed, and I like the brushed cotton, so they're not cheap to replace. About £22–24 in England to replace a bed sheet, and me being frugal this year, trying to do made, handmade, upcycle and recycle, I thought, no, I'm not going to throw them out, because that's what I would have done last year. I would have just thrown them out and bought 2 new ones. So I thought, no, I'm going to patch them. So this, I've done one, so I'll show you the one. So here is the bed sheet, and it's patched on the front and the back, and I even recycled an old pair of pyjamas of mine that were all frayed and dropping apart. Pretty fabric. So rather than me throwing the pyjamas out, I cut up one of the legs and I've patched this sheet with the pyjama. So I've even upcycled and recycled, and I've turned into the Waltons. I feel like Little House on the Prairie now. So when this goes on the bed, we're going to be proper Little House on the Prairie. So my husband just laughs, but I've saved £44 at least on new sheets. So please, if you've got holes, have a go at patching. I just literally did running stitch up used the sewing machine foot, and I just used the foot as a guide, and I just did lots and lots and lots of stitching rows on the front, and the same again on the other side. And I haven't edged it, it's just going to fray. It'll just fray a little bit, which is what I wanted it. I wanted it to look Little House on the Prairie-ish. So yeah, so I've been patching too. I've got one more sheet to go, and I'm going to patch that one. And do you know what? This was really rewarding, patching up a bed sheet. I feel as if I'm doing my bit for my carbon footprint, and it does definitely make you more aware of wastage and throwing things away. And literally, you don't need to throw things away. It took me half an hour to patch the front and the back. That's all it took. And as I say, I've recycled my pyjamas too. So that's what I've been up to this week. My Betty blouse, which I absolutely adore. I've been twiddling with Mabel, so she's now looking a little bit slimmer. And I've been patching like Little House on the Prairie. What can I say? So until the next time, hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me that thumbs up. I know, thumbs up, not that. And I'm off to do some other sewing and crochet projects, and I shall be back very soon with more creations. But until then, please take care and happy sewing.